Hi, David Erdos with poem 15 from the Bastard's Charter. These poems are originally conceived in the Covidian age and its after effects, and of course it's debatable whether people still want to listen to them or receive them in some form. But the guiding spirit is one of commentary on events and figures that affect us in both beneficial and harmful ways. It's obviously up to the general public to decide which on certain occasions. The two subjects of this poem feature in a new Netflix series which is aired today. And while I look a sight myself today because of a cold and the cluttered state of my kitchen, these two also are something of a sight as they make a spectacle of themselves for whatever reason. So the piece is about background, both in terms of what you're looking at now and what these two people are making of theirs and for their future. What Meghan made with Harry. A somewhat sickening attempt to make everyone love them, while seeking license to stand the celebrity shield on its side, sums up something new on Netflix today, as H&M launched their series. Revenge and hope floating across the Atlantic, and public v royalty divide. For this is a fairy tale, freed of both prince and princesses, as extricated fame's fugitives forsake all into which he was born, a Britain bred on excesses, as they look out on Canadian and then Californian sunsets to hear the serenade of the songbird, while heeding Hollywood's latest call. They met on Instagram, so we're told. Do you have anyone like that on your Insta? Now that tweets can reach Elon and be recorded by him, well, who knows? We can potentially meet anyone. Teresa Russell, I love you. After all these years, Kate Bush, I'm tapping in the vain and fruitless hope you'll disclose. So to me, their plot points seemed pat, which is not to deny their love story. A contemporary Cinderella, albeit with prettified friends/sisters, climbs the still greasy pole to a place of career-contentment. A hit TV show calling for her, movies made, fate unwinds, revealing a boy whose set trajectory stunned him. From the tragic death of his mother to the kind of life lived by his dad all this time. A period of protracted transition, perhaps, but with the actual transformation uncertain. One only on matters of death and connection and the unnatural loss of your line. Apparently, H didn't fit at all the whole while, the alphabet of privilege speaking for him. Although in episode 1 he is careful not to proportion blame on the family still inside. No, it is the paparazzi instead, those bastard sons of Fellini, who make La Dolce Vita seem bitter when swallowed down fast and imbibed. Their intrusions distort. Why then seek this attention? You wanted to go, you departed, and with a Netflix deal as sweet jibe, because of the books and articles written, she says, by those unknown to them. But why then sell your story when attention like this pierces hide? Why not just disappear with whatever settlement goes with Gucci? As Jimmy Choo shoes spark and clatter, our sweatpants and pumps social slide. Why should we care? Unless you wish to create a new royalty, one which will mirror with glitter the way that those set in a certain style live their lives. What is your point? Your production company make this program. You have done a deal for exposure and now seek the story of how the misunderstood start to thrive. You used Oprah as your maid and made of Piers Morgan a dragon, for him an intemperate creature. But in pulling the red rug under royalty, do you want Will and Charles to survive? Or Kate and Camilla, of course, along with all of those countless children. Dismiss Anne, forget Edward, and fuck Andrew for falling in step with Jeff's jive. So what do you want? Is this your new show with more acting? Is this green card, Harry meeting Sally, Shameless in Seattle, or a new and untamed shrew to a size? Will we be watching some form of Shakespearean strain? Romeo and Juliet meets Measure for Measure, or a modern Miranda, maddened and married to an acceptable Caliban at her side. And there is no Prospero here, but now they live on their own magic island, where their private lives can be public and where the rules of former secrecy start to die. Regicide rules, in whatever form it can muster. The Queen is dead. Watch the princes, for in abdication and across a sliding scale, I would wager that time is no healer, and that a life lived chasing light yields no prize. David Erdos, the 8th of December, 2022.